Hi guys, so today I'm going to show you how to make these super easy, beautiful rolled flowers using your Cricut machine. For this project you're going to need some 65-pound solid core cardstock, a Cricut Light grip cutting mat, some quilling tools, a glue gun and your Cricut machine. So in your Cricut Design Space you are going to click on New Project. And then on the left hand side you're going to choose Images. The best option would probably be in your search bar to just type in 3D flowers. And you'll get different options. The ones that you are looking for would be similar to the one that I am showing here as the first option with the hearts. But you'll see the base of this flower is quite thin. And to be totally honest, if you're a beginner, I wouldn't start with these because the cardstock tend to tear, especially in the beginning when you start rolling the flowers. So for today, we are going to just choose something with a little bit of a wider base. This one would work quite nicely, this pink triangle one, and we are going to choose this one. So if you like this one, for future use, you can just in your search bar, just put this hashtag M4431D into your search bar and this one would pop up. So we're going to highlight that and then say add to canvas. So you can then, once this is in your canvas, you can then, change the size of this. I've played around with it a little bit before, and if you format it correctly, you can get 3 of these flowers. That's about an 1.5 inches wide onto one A4 piece of cardstock. So I'm going to then change the size to 5 width, and because it's locked, it's just going to automatically change that. I'm then going to just move it a little bit closer to the edge of my paper and then duplicate it. Right click and duplicate it again. So if you then take this one and you flip it on its side and another time, there we go, you can then squeeze it in there and this will fit onto one page. What you then do is you just highlight the 3 of them, say attach, and this will then attach all 3 of them when you go and click make it at the top right. You will then be prompted to find out if you're printing smart material without a mat or on a mat, and in our case it's on mat, and our mat is 12 by 12 inches. So say continue. If you're printing on 12 by 12 cardstock, you would obviously be able to, add more flower templates into this, but because we're printing on A4, we just need to make sure that it fits into the area of an A4 piece of paper or cardstock. Then you're going to say continue. Once your Cricut Maker syncs with your machine, it will ask you to set your base material. I've got it set as a favorite, but you can click on browse all materials, just type in cardstock in the search bar, and then I usually choose cardstock for intricate cuts and click on done. The pressure is always set as default, but for cardstock I prefer to put it on less because I find that it cuts straight onto my mat or too deeply into my mat. So I set it as less, and then I can go and load the cardstock into my machine. You can now secure your cardstock to your mat by placing the cardstock onto the mat and securing it either with your hands or with a roller. Slide the mat into your Cricut machine and press the flashing button. This will then load the mat and start measuring it. Once your mat's been measured, it will prompt you with a flashing go button to start your print. You can press the button and it will start. When the machine is done cutting, it will push it out and you can eject it by pressing the flashing button. To remove your flowers from the mat, just simply put your mat face down on the table and just slowly push it apart. This will remove the cardstock easily and it will prevent the flowers from bending or even tearing. There we go. As easy as that. So in order to roll your flower, you're literally going to take the edge of your paper, take your quilling tool and put it through the slit, and then you're going to start rolling. So as you can see, like I said earlier, the base of this flower is quite wide, which makes it much easier to roll, and especially in the beginning, the thin ones tend to rip or tear, and so these are much easier. So you just continue going until you get to the edge, and then you pull it off, and then you'll see it has a little end over there that you can just put the glue on, and there you go. Glue it down, and there you've got your beautiful little flower. So now you can take your hand, some people take a quilling tool or a little wooden dowel, and you can just bend your petals a little bit. There you go. So now that we have our beautiful white flowers, I'm going to use these in a Memorial Day shadow box. So if you want to see how that is made, be sure to stay tuned for the next video and like and subscribe in order not to miss that one. See you next time.